Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Gundam News. And we're starting off today with some breaking news because Hathaway's Flash has a new release date. Again, this time it's June 11th, so I really wonder if next week I'm going to be reporting on yet another delay or the final release of Hathaway's Flash. Of course, the same also goes for the limited edition stuff that we were going to be getting alongside of the theatrical release. Then, because this is a new month, Bandai also announced the release schedule for June's Gunpla. I will also have links down below in case you want them and haven't pre-ordered them yet. On the 19th, we're getting the SDW Heroes Sasuke Delta Gundam for 660 yen. Gotta love that mask on the side of his head. The SDW Heroes Warhorse for 550, just in case one of your SDs really needs a mount. And the Real Great Wing Gundam TV version for 3,520 yen, around $35. The amazing Real Great that can not just transform into Neo Bird mode, but also just bird mode. On the 26th then, we're getting the Full Mechanics 1/100 scale Calamity Gundam, which will be the flagship for the brand new Full Mechanics 1/100 scale line. Not to be confused with the 1/100 scale Full Mechanics line. The goal here seems to be to have Master Grade like detail, but without the Master Grade extras like an extensive inner frame or cool gimmicks. Which is not to be confused with the RE100 line, whose goal is to have Master Grade like detail, but without Master Grade like extras like an extensive inner frame or cool gimmicks. Nor should it be confused with modern Master Grades who have Master Grade like detail, but seem to do everything in their power to cheap out on the inner frame and cool gimmicks. As for the things we could get this week then, on May the 29th, we got the Gundam Universe New Gundam, Gundam Sandrock, and Char Zaku 2, retailing for 3,300 yen, around $30 each. And man, is that a chonky looking Zaku 2. Unfortunately, it doesn't come with its bazooka, but that is nothing compared to the new Gundam, which only comes with its main beam saber and a whopping one posable fin funnel. It seems that this new Gundam figure is most definitely just for show. In other news then, we're getting a new Gundam game. The bad news is, it's the Japanese salaryman's favorite pastime, Pachinko. It is called P-Fever Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn, and other than a bunch of jargon about Pachinko chances, which I have no idea about, we got a neat promotional video which I will have linked down below for the people who want to check it out. What you can also watch is the third episode of Gundam Build Real, provided you can find a non-region locked and preferably translated version. I personally haven't watched it yet, but I just really wanted to show you guys the two new machines that are used by the new team that was introduced in this episode. You see that petite guy over there? That's not a piloted mobile suit, or however you want to call the petite guys. That's a weapon used by the Freedom. The motto of the team is "Pink is justice," and their reasoning for using the poor petite guy as a bludgeoning tool is because they thought it would be cute to have a Gundam swinging around a bear. Make of that what you will. We're moving on to this week's Gundam Apparel. Strict G is collaborating with the brand MIS to create military-inspired bags and shirts, and this is truly the perfect collaboration because MIS is based in California, one of Zeon's most important Earthside bases during the 1-year war. So for 27,500 yen, or around 270 Californian credits, you can get a water-resistant backpack made out of Cordura. For 30,800 yen, you can get a tactical tote bag for all of your colony dropping needs. For 14,300 yen, you can get a smaller Cordura shoulder bag, which I guess you can use for your OG Game Boy, just in case. And then for 12,100 yen, you can get a Zeon body bag. Quite an unfortunate way to name it because I mean, yeah, it's a bag that goes on your body, but considering that this is military inspired clothing, and well, considering we're also talking about Gundam, I think when we hear body bag, we don't immediately think about a fashion accessory, but the other type of body bag. So let's just move on to the available t-shirts, which are all 7,400 yen or around 70 US each. There's one black in front, camo behind, which somehow reminded me of a sketch from Les Inconnus. And there's a completely camo one, and then there's a black one at the top and camo at the bottom. Quite an interesting design. And then there's also some miscellaneous stuff because they could. There's a tactical belt for 14,300 yen, 140 US, and a passport case which can also be used as a wallet for 8,580 yen, or like $85. As for their availability, the t-shirts will go on sale at some point in the middle of the month, and the rest went on sale on the 29th of May. For the next collaboration then, remember all of that Gundam X Hello Kitty stuff? Well, it's still going strong with acrylic keychains for 800 yen a piece, fridge magnets for 500 yen a piece, mini art frames for 650 yen a piece, a jacket for 8,800 yen, a bucket hat for 4,200 yen, and we have to stop here for a second because this hat is described as a hat with a Xeon emblem with a Hello Kitty bow on it. Now take a close look at that hat. That is most definitely an Earth Federation symbol. Next up then is a pass case for 1,800 yen, an iPhone case for 3,500 yen, AirPods case for 1,500 yen, an acrylic pen stand for also 1,500 yen, and finally a perpetual acrylic desktop calendar for 2,980 yen, just shy of $30. It's got like a big date sheet that you can slide to make it match every month of the year, so you can keep on using it perpetually. You just gotta pretend that the 31 isn't there on months with only 30 days, and 31, 30, and 29 on February. If any of this sounds like something you need in your life or something you want to give as a gift, I will have a link down below again. And it's already time for the Gundam Café news. In celebration of Gundam Ace's 20th anniversary, they're launching a special collaboration menu called Raru Meshi. Of course, from Ramba Rawl, which can be translated as simply Rawl's food or a bit more informal Rawl's grub. There's a Georgian-style hamburger, cheese-wrapped fried noodles, which sounds so wrong yet so good and something I would totally want to try out. Unlike our last dish, sweet and salty, infinite loop, ice fries. Now, as Belgians, there are many things that we absolutely do not agree on, which is why we still hold the world record of being without a government, and our only main competition is ourselves. But the one thing I think we can all agree on is that our French fries should be hot. Also, chocolate does not belong on French fries. Yes, I have tried it with friends because I know it's for some reason a popular thing in Japan. It wasn't as bad as we were afraid it was going to be, but just because you take two things that are good individually doesn't mean that smacking them together makes it even better. Sometimes it works, but not with French fries and chocolate. First Waldfeld, now Rawl. What is up with the desert-dwelling Gundam characters and their weird menu items that should not exist? So let's leave all of that behind and have a look at the new merch that we're getting. On the 12th, we're getting a piggy bank can with a Gundam Seed uniform collection design that you can also use as a pen holder for 990 yen. On the 18th, we're getting 4 different kinds of keychain plushies for 1,760 yen a piece, and a Char custom Bali Katsuo-kun for 324 yen, which is some kind of snack that I hadn't heard about before. And then on the 25th, we're getting a bunch of instant ramens along with the bowl to eat them. For 324 yen a piece, you can get the original Gundam flavor, special miso Big Zam flavor, seafood Zagok flavor, salty Zeong flavor, lemon Haro flavor, or salty Tonkotsu Unicorn Gundam flavor. And you can eat all of those in a custom Xeon bowl for 1,650 yen, around 15 US. And if curry is more your thing, they've got you covered for 1,980 yen, just shy of 20 US dollars. Then we've also got some birthdays coming up, along with matching fortune lattes. On the 6th, we've got Chibity Crockett's birthday from G Gundam. On the 12th, Mayrin Hawk from Gundam Seed Destiny. And on the 29th, for Murasame from Zeta Gundam. And you know, this might sound silly, but not being able to go to the Gundam Café to get a Mayrin-themed Gundam latte is the most Gundam-related bummed out I've been in a while. There's finally something Mayrin-related going on at the Gundam Café, and I cannot go because of a stupid virus. Fortunately, there's this week's poll to cheer me up. This time around, it's about Mika Akitaka's upcoming MS Shoujo book, and so far the standings are super close. Partially because there aren't that many votes yet, but let's have a look at how things are. With 22 votes, the last place is shared between the GOG and the Bigro plus Zaku 1. Not even teaming up, the Bigro and the Zaku 1 were able to get past the last place at the time of recording. And then with one more vote, barely getting out of last place, we have the normal vanilla Jim. And now you might be thinking that that 23rd vote was a certain someone's vote to make sure that one of my more favorite grunt machines wasn't in last place. But then you'd be wrong, because I didn't actually vote for the Vanilla Jim because, well, it's kind of a meh redesign in my opinion. Of all of the MS girls we're getting this time around, there are some way better ones out there than just the Vanilla Jim. Then moving on in the rankings, we have 25 votes for the Gelgoog, something I would have expected to do a little bit better because of the mobile suit it was based on. But again, as with the Jim, the redesign of the Gelgoog is just kinda average, and it's definitely reflected in its standing. Then with 26 votes, we have the Zeong, 30 votes for Char's Zaku 2, and now we're kind of getting up there. With 39 votes, we have the Musha Gundam, definitely one of the better looking redesigns of the bunch. With 49 votes then, third place for the Rigdom. Definitely not something I would have expected to show up here. And then with 59 votes coming in second place, we have my choice, the Commando Gundam. And both as an MS and as a shoujo, I just found her design to be the best one of the bunch. And then the obvious first place with 127 votes, the RX-78-2 Gundam. And I can see why that one would end up on number 1. It's not just the original Grandpa Gundam, but it's also just a really nice design too. So let me know down below which one is your favorite. If you want to vote in a poll, I will also have the link down below in the description. And well, that is all for this week's Gundam news. As always, a big thank you to the Patreon supporters. I hope everyone watching has a great evening, and I'll see you all next week with more Gundam news.